Uh, what idiot let the New York Times keep printing this fake news? And CNN reporting it, and oh good lord, and Fox dropping in the ball on some places. Many of Fox are getting the point that it's, complete bogus. Bogus, the whole Russia investigation, that Trump was being investigated for Russia. But the New York Times seems to have not gotten the memo. CNN, MSNBC, he's barely gotten it. Only Chris Matthews actually agreed with it. And who let these idiots run amok? Who let these idiots run amok? Seriously, who let these idiots run amok? Okay, simply put, when it comes to fake news, I've been aware of it happening longer than most people. When news organizations will, within a few months of each incident, be reporting retractions regularly, and the retractions basically amount to them staging stuff, setting stuff up, stage managing in some cases has been done, and these are all things that are against journalistic ethics, and they're now commonplace in supposed mainstream news. Yeah, I don't trust these people. I haven't. I was a kid and I could smell the rot. I'm 30 now. I was born in 1986. As an 8-year-old, I could smell the rot, metaphorically speaking. That's not a good sign for them. Because when I was 8, it was the 90s. The early 90s, or at least somewhere around the early to mid. Yeah. When in the 90s, they're starting to stink of rot. Because there's been many instances. Was it ABC or NBC that did the whole fake expose on certain trucks? How supposedly, if they get hit by a side-on collision, they'll explode! Completely set up. The overfull tank, wrong gas cap, so it's not on there. Gas cap is half off anyway. Also, flares on the oncoming car to ignite the gas that flies out. Yeah, that's basically stage managing. Kind of like what CNN did recently in London after the certain attacks with those supposed protesters who they set up to be protesters, who they were directing, who they were setting up a shot. Setting up a shot in journalism is technically against journalistic ethics. If you're gonna do it, you're scum. You're just scum. Oh, good lord. It's just... What idiot let these people keep their jobs? What idiot let these people keep their jobs? Oh yeah, that's right. The idiots who thought that if they used them to manipulate people, they'd rule the world. I'm not getting any further on that. That's a whole nother bag of soup. Hope looking at Alex Jones going back 20 years, detailing all this if you want, because love him or hate him, the man's at least trying to get things accurate. If he's wrong, he admits it. Wholesale, no doublespeak, no lawyer talk, no reading a statement, if he can help it, unless he wrote it himself. And even then, and he'll admit why he did something. Kind of like what the Pizzagate did. And go, oh, that's proof is fake. No. No, not when you guys pull half-assed jobs that make him look like the actual mainstream news and you guys look like the internet amateurs. You don't get to claim that. And then there was the thing with the custody battle, which, if you're not going to listen to his side of the story, why are you even bothering to point fingers? Why are you bothering reporting it if you're just going to twist what he says? You're not media. You're not journalists. You're propaganda writers. You're essentially what the Nazi turned the local medias in the areas they conquered into, and their own local media in Germany back in World War II. That's what you've become. You've become Nazi media. Enjoy that thought, because it's never gonna settle once I start pointing it out and other people start realizing it. And you know what? The majority of your audience are the old dogs. People who were, if my parents were alive, would be my parents' age, 50s, 60s, 70s. My stepdad's nearing his 80s. He still watches you guys somewhat. And yeah, you guys, despite the few young people you're able to draw in, the majority of your audience is dying off. You're going to run out of money eventually. You got two choices. One, change your tune, actually do actual decent reporting, and go back to journalistic ethics. Considering how journalism classes seem to be just for reading off teleprompter, or putting on makeup, and learning how to say things with a straight face no matter how unbelievable or stupid they are. Yeah, it's not going to happen. So you might be stuck with choice 2 unless you can get some decent people from the internet on your thing and clean them up a bit to your standards, or at least make them look presentable to your standards. Option 2 is go the way of the dodo, because you're not going to survive at your current rate, at your current standards. You're going to die off. You're going to disappear. And what's sad is you're the old dogs. You're the old school, the old guard. Problem is, sometimes the old guard needs to be replaced for a new one. Nothing wrong with it. It's evolution. It's change. It's life. Life does not stay the same without becoming stagnant, boring, dull, and eventually dying in a slow, painful death from refusing to get its butt out of bed. Oh yeah, that's a thing in case you weren't wondering. It is possible to lie in bed too long, your muscles atrophy. This is a thing for people who've been in comas. They have to go through physical therapy. That's the thing. You're awake somewhat, but your muscles metaphorically speaking, are atrophying. You're not going to live for much longer like this. You might as well just be paralyzed from the neck down, in a hospital bed, unable to move, unable to even eat much, barely able to move your mouth. And what you do spew is complete nonsense, so we suspect brain damage. At this point, you're basically on life support for the most part. Like I say, you've got two options, and you probably don't like either of them because they're adapt or die. Because things aren't going to stay the same, they aren't going to go back to the status quo you like. Either accept that, or just get the heck out the way, because the way you're flailing is just sad. It's sad, it's embarrassing, and it makes people who founded one of those media organizations roll over in their graves. Grow a brain again, assuming you can, assuming you have anything to grow it in, not assuming your fields in your skull aren't radioactive, in which case, oh well.